Good morning, folks. The time is 9:24 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 17th of March, 2025. Now, of course, that's the 18th for my friends there on the other side of the world. Hello, Melbourne. I hope you're all doing great this morning. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. And you, my friends, are you. And you, my friends, are awesome. How do I know that? Look what we created together. Look at this amazing group we've got here, folks. It's only amazing because folks like you are here. That's right. We've got about 1,200 members here this morning. 1,200 members. I tell you what, that is a nice sized village. That's what we are. The funniest village on the internet. Population us, folks. Pretty soon we're going to be a city. But right now we're the greatest village on the internet. The funniest village on the internet. Funny people doing funny things in a funny place. I hope everybody had a great day yesterday. I had a great day after the exciting laundry I was doing during the day. Something I do on my days off. Why not? Wendy and I and her brother and her cousins, we all went out for dinner at a place called Starbelly here in Calgary. What a great dinner. Oh my gosh, it was great. I just had a hamburger. You know, I could have had a steak or something like that, but I heard good things about the Starbelly burger. And the things I heard were accurate. It was so good. This is not a paid promotion, folks. Just a great restaurant here in Calgary. They're known for their breakfast and their brunch and stuff like that, but their meal all around, all day long, just fantastic. This was my first time being there, so I can't speak for their breakfast, but I've heard from many people who go there for breakfast and brunch, and it's just great. And you know, it was really good. Really enjoyed it. So it was a great night with great people. Wendy's family is really, really great. I'm a shy guy. Now, you wouldn't know it from these videos, and you'd never know it at my work. But when it comes right down to it, when I got a choice, I choose to be shy. You know what? They're great people. I had just fun time. You know, I don't really like going out with a bunch of people very often. But these folks, any day. I think they think that I don't like them because every time they have a get-together, I'm working. So tonight was one of the few times when I was able to get down there, and it was really worthwhile. It was a fun time. Today, I'm going to be honest, I have no real plans today. Maybe I'll do a little bit of laundry just to do that catch-up thing to make sure that I don't have a bunch to do tomorrow. But this is pretty much an open day. Started the video a little late this morning due to cat-related issues. Not issues. I sat down on the couch, which I almost never do before I come down here to do the video. Sat on the couch, and my little buddy Morrison jumped up there and decided I had to cuddle him for a while. So, you know what? It's the sacrifices we make, right? So, video's a little late due to cat-related issues and the fact that I'm very sluggish when it comes to video editing, so there's that too. So yeah, no real plans today, which I kind of like. I'm sure I'm going to go out and do something. Maybe I'll do that the thrift store run and try and find myself some comedy CDs. That's always a plan. My issue, though, is I get to the thrift store, and while I love looking through the movies and stuff like that, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't have the mindset to actually read the spines of all the CDs. And I love reading, folks. It's not a matter of not having a reading comprehension or something like that. It just kills me just to look at those little spines along that line. I just can't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll have to bring my buddy Mitch along and get him to do it. Oh, my buddy Mitch, by the way, if he's watching. How you doing, Mitch? Mitch is one of our moderators on the group, and Mitch is a great guy. He worked with him for quite a while. We don't work together anymore, but we're still buddies. What I want to know, though, is what are you folks doing today? I love hearing from you folks. I love hearing about your days, what you're doing. I heard from Melissa Carnahan. She said she's resting up today, getting ready to take care of the boss, Parker, tomorrow. I believe that's her grandson. And granddog, Goose. Two handsome boys. Thanks for sharing that, Melissa. Really appreciate that. Heard from David Knapp the other day when I asked to hear about your pets. And I still want to hear about all your pets, folks. Share some photos of your pets. Yeah, and then David got back to me yesterday regarding the question I had asked the day before. It wasn't a question, it was a favor. I asked people, well, I guess it's a question and a favor. I asked people to let me know about their pets and to share pictures of your photos. David shared six awesome photos of 6 beautiful pets. I did not realize that, but David and the missus work with a nonprofit charity, Arthur's Pet Pantry. I'm reading this, folks. That's why my head's cranked over here. I'm not ignoring you. Arthur's Pet Pantry, and they work to supplement pet food to needy families in an effort to keep pets at home and out of shelters. They help feed 500 to 600 more pets a month. That is amazing, David. Oh, man, you and your wife, that's an amazing thing. I love the fact that you do that. I think you know by now I'm an absolute lover of all animals, and I do support shelters, but I also support people being helped out in their homes if they're needy and to keep their animals at home. Because pets are for life, for your life and for their life. It's horrible to get a dog, have them for a couple of years, and have to give them up. It's horrible for you, and it's horrible for the dog. Same thing with a cat, same thing with a bunny. Any kind of animal, it's horrible. I mean, some animals may not notice as much, but still, you don't know what kind of care they're going to get when they're not in your hands. And if we can keep it, I just think it's great work. I'm just going to stop it there. I think it's fantastic work that you're doing there, David. You know, it's a tough time out there for a lot of people. And the fact that there are people and organizations out there helping people keep their pets in their homes, I think that's amazing, folks. So thank you very much, David. Thank you to your wife, too. And thank you to anybody else that works with a shelter, for shelters, or in similar organizations like this. I love my animals. I love all animals. And I said the other day, and I'll say it again, I'd even pet an ant if I could. Guess what time it is? It's time to feature a couple of posts. That's right. I got a couple of great posts from a couple of great folks just like you. Now, one of them I know very well. One of those are from my mom. That's Maureen Mathurin. And the other one is from Miguel Santos. Hello, Miguel Santos. Hello, Mom. Hope you're all doing great today. Thank you for your awesome posts. I'm going to bring them up right away. We're going to start with my mom's post because she's my mom. All right, so bringing this up right now. Of course, the reason these posts are featured today is because they made me laugh. And here we go with the first one from my mom. Incontinence Hotline. Please hold. That is funny and dark in more ways than one. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. It made me laugh. It made me laugh, and that's what matters when it comes to getting your post featured. I just happened to see it in our list of recent posts, and it made me laugh. So thank you very much, Mom. I'm going to drop that down. Now we got Miguel Santos. Bringing up Miguel's post right now. Read it out loud. Finish it yourself. Don't you hate that when you just want an ice cream and the ice cream machine's broken? Get used to it. It's the way it is all the time. You know what? And thank you so very much for sharing those posts. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Miguel. Thank you to everybody for sharing your posts. It's the only way we're going to grow. It's the only way we're going to be great. There's funny posts from you folks being shared all the time. You know, and the queue has actually been busy for me over the last few days, which I love it. Starting to bring back those feelings of the other group there where I actually had to spend some time going through the queue, making sure we're approving the right stuff. It wasn't just click, 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 and we're done. It's a great feeling. And let's keep it growing, folks. Let's keep it growing. And keep your posts coming in. I won't be able to feature your post if you don't actually send a post in, my friends. And I'd love to feature your post tomorrow. All right, so let's see where we are in this video. We came in, I told you what time it was when I started recording this, a little bit later due to cat-related issues. Then I told you what the date was. It is the 17th here. You know where it's the 18th? Over in Melbourne, it's the 18th. Then I talked about my day yesterday. Great dinner at Starbelly. Great time with family, with my wife's family, which is my family now too. And after that, I asked about your days. I really want to hear about your days, folks. I know Melissa Carnahan let me know that today she's resting up for a big day of taking care of her boss tomorrow. That's Parker, her grandson, and Goose, the granddog. You know, and David Knapp shared some fantastic photos of his fur babies. It looks like 4 beautiful dogs and 2 gorgeous cats. And let us know that he works with a fantastic group that helps people keep their animals during hard times. And, you know, that's awesome. Then we also shared a couple of fantastic posts. One from my mom. Love you, Mom. One from Miguel Santos. Miguel, like you a lot. And then I thanked all of you for your amazing posts. I really do thank you for your posts, my friends. Then we talked about that contest, about getting more people in the group. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I know we can do it, my friends. And then that got us right here where we're talking about how we got here. And once we get here, it gets a little redundant out of a little bit. So then I guess we have to progress a little bit. And when you progress forward from here, the only place you can go is the bad jokes. What do you call a teacher that never farts in public? A private tutor. A copy of A Christmas Carol fell on my toe. Oh my gosh, it hurts like the dickens. I was fired from the pet store for arranging the animals by height. They didn't appreciate my criticizing. I started a new exercise routine. Every day I do 100 diddly squats. You know, I met this girl who works in a battery kiosk by the park. She sells C-cells by the seesaw. You know, the worst pub I was ever in was called the Fiddle. It's what I would call a vile inn. A man has been stealing wheels off the local police cars. The cops have been working tirelessly to find him. I just saw a car being driven by a sheep in a freaking bathing suit. I think it was a Lamborghini. Two fish swim into a concrete wall. One turns to the other one and says, "Damn! Why don't penguins fly? Because they're too short to be pilots." I say it every day because I repeat myself. I have a horrible memory, but on top of that, I say it because I like saying it. I'm so happy that I've got a group of folks that come back for those jokes, specifically for those jokes. I'm glad that they're making some people laugh out there. I know Rose Glad likes those jokes. She tells me that she comes for the jokes. My buddy Corey has mentioned a couple of times he's here for the jokes. I know Melissa Carnahan likes the jokes. I know Michelle Finnerty likes the jokes. I'm hoping Lizzie Grin likes the jokes. My wife likes the jokes. She tells me she likes those jokes. And she's got to live with this clown all the time, right? So, and she still likes those jokes. That makes me happy. Folks, I'd love to hear if you come here for the jokes, or if you particularly like the jokes, especially if you haven't commented on one of these videos, let me know. Do you like them? And if you do like them, I want you to thank my friend David Knapp, because for many, many days in a row, David has provided me with lots of these jokes. I love that fact that he's doing it. And today, we do 10 jokes every day, 10 jokes. Nine of them today are from David Knapp, and then the 10th one would be from David Knapp if it wasn't for the fact that I like to throw in one of those penguin jokes at the end. So David, 9 out of 10 of the jokes today are yours. The only reason it didn't go 10 is because I insist on those dumb penguin jokes. Dave, I really appreciate it, man. I really do. And keep them coming in as long as you want. I don't want you to feel any pressure, because I know it could be hard to find some of these jokes sometimes, because after a while, you start seeing the same jokes. But David's been fantastic at it. David, thank you. If someday, I don't get an email of jokes, I'm not going to be upset. I might be worried, but I won't be upset, because I know it is work. It's more work than people think, finding fresh jokes. David's been great at it. I'm not going to be upset if they keep coming in either, though, man. I'm going to be very happy if they keep coming in. Thank you, David. And you know what, folks? I'll tell your jokes too. All you got to do is send them in to jokes@wellithoughitwas.com. That's jokes@wellithoughitwas.com. I'm looking forward to seeing your jokes. If I can use them, I will. And as you can tell, I don't just steal jokes. I let people know when I use their jokes. I'm going to give you credit or blame if they're bad jokes, right? But you're going to get credit for if I use your jokes. I don't steal jokes, my friends. And I'm sure you noticed that one of those jokes was a penguin joke. I do a penguin joke every day. Those jokes were originally coming from the penguin biscuits that I had in my own possession. Penguin biscuits being a great little chocolate cookie / biscuit out of the UK. If you're in Australia, if you have Tim Tams, they're very similar. But they're a little bit bigger than Tim Tams. They taste a little different, and each one's individually wrapped. Each one has its own joke on it, and they're always a penguin joke. That's where I was getting those penguin jokes from, but I ran out of fresh penguin jokes a long time ago. I need someone from the UK, or somebody with a friend from the UK, to set up a cookie deal with me. I want to buy some of these biscuits from you. I want you to send them from the UK all the way over to here in Calgary, Alberta. I'm going to pay for them. I'm going to pay for shipping. You're not going to be out of pocket. And if you're not in the UK, but you have a friend in the UK, please ask them if they can help out. And while you're at it, if they're not in the group already, why don't you ask them if they want to join the group? Hey, it's a twofer. You can get me some biscuits, so I'll have some fresh jokes. I'll have a great story about how I got them. I'm going to say thank you to that person, of course, for sending them. I'm going to say thank you to the person who set up the deal, if we have a middle person. Sorry, I don't want to be sexist. Let's make this happen. I want some more of these biscuits. And like I said, I think it's going to be a fun little story if it actually happens. Something I can share here, how we made the great cookie deal happen. The great biscuit deal happen. Help me out, my friends. Please help me out. I want some more penguin biscuits. Or, I say this every day too, McVitie's Platis, the company McVitie's Platis. You folks should sponsor this joke video that I do every day. Now, I know it's part of a bigger video, but it's also a standalone video on YouTube. It's a standalone video on TikTok and a standalone video on Instagram. That's right, those joke videos live on their own as standalone videos on those platforms too. And we're getting more traction every day, and it's going to get bigger and better, my friends. So Platis / McVitie's, Come on, jump on board. Sponsor those joke videos, or at least the joke portion of my videos. You get credit already for them. You might as well make it worthwhile. I'm going to take off that not sponsored by, and it's going to say sponsored by. I'll wear a penguin hat if I can find one while telling the penguin jokes if you want. We're going to make something great happen. As long as you're listening, as long as you decide it's worthwhile, come on, it's going to be cheap. I need some cookies or some jokes or both. And then if we're talking money, it's going to be so low you're not even going to notice it, but I will. So McVitie/Plattis, anybody at that company that has anything to do with advertising, contact me at admin@wellithoughitwas.com. That's admin@wellithoughitwas.com. I'm looking for your email. Let's make this happen, McVitties. We can make something great happen. And now I'm going to ask you 2 favors. I ask them every day. I'm going to make it quick. And if you get tired of me asking these favors, just tell me. I can always change up the video. What are those favors? Number 1, I want you to make somebody laugh today. If you get a chance, if it's appropriate, try to make somebody laugh. If their day's bad, you've made it better. If their day's good, you've made it better. You're always going to improve somebody's day if you make them laugh. It's an amazing thing to make somebody laugh. We already know you're amazing because look at this amazing group we created. Make somebody laugh today if you can, my friends. Second favor, along the same lines, I've asked you to make somebody else laugh. I hope you find something that makes you laugh today. And if you do, you've done me that favor. If it's on the group, maybe you find a post that makes you laugh. If it's something out in real life, maybe you remember something. Maybe you saw something on YouTube. Maybe you watched something on TV that makes you laugh. I hope you find something that makes you laugh. If it's particularly funny and it's appropriate, share it with us too. We'd love to hear what made you laugh today, folks. Uncomfortable portion of the video, but it's going to be quick. We have a donation page. Why would a Facebook page have a donation page? I spend more time trying to keep this group awesome and trying to keep this group growing than you would think. It's weird, but it's true. We think we've been successful so far. We've got 1,200 amazing folks like you. There's a lot of posts that come in. There's quite a few we can't use. There's also quite a few scammers that want to become part of this group. They're bots, of course. And we try to weed them out, and so that takes more time than you might think. If you feel like helping out with that, we do have a QR code right there. We've got a link that's printed on the screen, but we have a clickable link in our notes that will bring us to our donation page. It's a PayPal page. When you get to that PayPal page, you're asked to donate $2, $3, or $5. I want to stress that those are Canadian dollars, so it's significantly less for you if you're in the States. $2 right now is something, it's under $1.70 for you. And of course that scales up. So, you know, three is going to be something like, I don't know, $2.40, around there. And then of course 5, well, you do the math on the 5. It's definitely less for you if you're in the States. And if you do want to help out, it's going to go a long way and it'll be greatly appreciated. Now, along those same lines, but a little more tangible, we have a fantastic store. You see me flashing around this coffee cup all the time. Well, we've got a new version of that coffee cup. They're big coffee cups. They're 15 ounces. What's different? Well, we've got our beautiful spokes cow, Dorothy. She's going to be on both sides of the cow. The Starfield's a little bit different. I'm going to be getting one to show off probably within a week, my friends, so you can be able to see the new coffee cup. But those are for sale right now. Check them out, folks. And also this QR code that's right here goes to this group, not our old group that was stolen from us. So we have a hoodie, of course. I show that all. And then, of course, we've got T-shirts, some fantastic T-shirts. We got the 3/4 sleeve rock shirts, my friends. I call them that because, well, that's the kind of shirt that I used to get at concerts all the time, and I love that style. We've got a tote bag, and I bring it up right here. I haven't got the cease and desist from Rose Glad yet, so I haven't stopped showing it off. There's Rose Glad. There's Rose Glad with her awesome tote bag. Make that a little bit bigger there. Let's really celebrate that. It's a great tote bag. It's canvas. It's got that beautiful print on it. I think it looks really good. And according to Rose, and as you can see in this photo here, not only is it good for carting groceries and books around, it's ideal for carting around your rubber chickens. That, my friend, is an amazing, amazing endorsement. So thank you so very much, Rose. I'm going to just click that down there. Check out our store. We've got that link down below here, folks. We've got a clickable link up in our notes. It's store@wellithoughitwas.com. That's store@wellithoughitwas.com. There's a lot of cool stuff there. And if you think there's something else you'd like to see in there, just talk to me about it. If I can add it, I will. If I can't, well, I'll just let you know I tried. All right, I think it might be time where we wrap up this video. Got a couple more repetitions. That's right, things that like I said before that I'll say again. Number one thing is, you are awesome, my friends. You really are. And thank you for making this group awesome. Thank you for everything you post to the group, friends. Thank you for the comments on the groups. Thank you for liking posts. Thank you for sharing posts. Remember, if you like something on the group, please share it to your Facebook feed. Don't just copy and paste it. If you share it, there's a better chance that we're going to grow. I would love it if you folks could get a few people to join the group. Just let them know that we've got this amazing group here. It's really fun, it's growing, and that they have a chance to win a t-shirt if they join, and let them know that they can help you win a t-shirt too by joining and letting us know who referred them to the page. So that would be fantastic, my friends, if you could do that. It's already fantastic even if you don't do that. We're in a fantastic place, but I want this place to just start, like, just get jumping in here, really rocking, and it's gonna happen. We're just gonna try to get that ball rolling. And and another thing I'm gonna repeat too, 1,200 members, my friend. It's a beautiful number. It's a great size village, and we are the funniest village on the internet, my friends. Population, you and I, funny people in a funny place, and we're making people laugh. That's the whole plan. Let's make people laugh. That's all I really want to do, is make people laugh. You make people happy, and it's. I can think of worse things to want to do in the world. I mean, you could be wanting to make people's lives horrible. We're not doing that. We're making people's lives better. We're just making your day a little bit better by making you laugh. And you've done that for me, and we're doing it for other people, folks. So thank you. I'm kind of just rambling. I do it all the time at this point. But I do want to make sure that you know how much I appreciate every one of you. I really do appreciate every one of you. And it took losing that big group to really understand just how much I appreciate you. I mean, I already did. I just didn't realize how much. Lost that big group, and I really cherish every single body that's in this group, everybody that's in this group. I cherish the fact that you're here, that you think it's a worthwhile place to be, and that you want to see it grow. So thank you so very much for being part of the group, my friends. I'm going to be here again tomorrow. I love making these videos for you folks. I hope you're going to be here tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a couple of new people. Try to drag somebody along with you if you can. But even so, I'm just glad that you're going to be here. Thank you very much, folks. Have yourself an awesome day. All the love.